Hello, this is Kathy Rosewell Jonas from Epic Healing Eugene and Radiant Heart Consulting. And
I'm Heather Shelton from Epic Healing Eugene and Radiant Heart Consulting.
and today I wanted to interview another one of our facilitators, who is Heather. So this is just an opportunity for our clients that are seeking service with us to get a little more of a flavor about what our different facilitator style might be. So Heather, I had a couple questions for you today.
Okay.
First, can you tell us how you approach your work with clients that come for licensed facilitation with you?
Yeah, well, I feel it's incredibly important for there to be a level of trust with my clients. I also really want to know who they are. And so we spend a pretty good amount of time getting to know one another. Um, I I'm a really good listener, I'll say, and I do love listening. I like to be an active listener and a participant. So I guess my style is to meet people where they are, hear their stories, really see them as individuals, to help support them as they have these big transformative experiences.
Great. Will you tell us a little bit about your background and what your background offers, maybe a certain nuance of your approach with your clients?
Sure. So I've had a very long background in healthcare, in all different varieties of healthcare, from home birth to home death. I still am a practicing herbalist. I am an educator about psilocybin, cannabis, other herbal medicine. And through all of my work as a healthcare practitioner, I've really always focused on the whole being. We are not just individual parts. We are also not just this body. There's so much more to us. And so I actually take that holistic approach for each human, looking at them as mind, body, spirit. That's really how I approach this work and the individuals I work with.
Wonderful. And being that you've been a senior licensed facilitator with us for a while, what are some maybe surprises or gems that you've been able to pull from your work with working with people?
Well, like I said, I felt like I already knew about being an active listener before I started this work, but that's definitely been an important part of the work that we do here. I had a really sweet experience as a facilitator and as an instructor for facilitators. We have a lot of little tidbits of information we share. Oh, this is true, and this is true, and this is how things work. And I've just loved when I actually am witnessing that in real life with my clients, such as having a session not long ago, and my client was really having an internal struggle. We first off have to have a non-directive approach here in Oregon, so I take that very seriously, and I also understand that for each client it's about them and their experience that they're having with the psilocybin. And so I really do not want to disrupt that experience for them, but I want them to know they're safe. And so with this particular client who was really struggling, I just went and sat closer, just sat nearby and was there. And at the end of the day, he actually turned and said, I had such a struggle. I wasn't sure if I was ever coming back, but it was so great to just open my eye and look at you. And I could tell from looking at you that everything was going to be okay. And he was really grateful that I had not disrupted his challenge to try to help him. And that was really affirming for what I believe to be true in psilocybin work and what we teach in the field. And so that was a really special moment. And I say that, not that, of course, absolutely, if someone is asking for support, I'm there 1,000%. But I really work deeply with my intuition to feel what may serve each client in the best way.
Yeah. I think that takes a little bit of craft to know when to step in and when to really trust that the psilocybin and the person's own inner intelligence are actually doing just fine on their own.
Yeah.
But to be there for him to look out and to know, oh, Heather's okay, I must be okay.
Yeah. You know, I share with my clients when we meet for preparation that I feel my role as a facilitator is actually similar to the role of a home birth midwife, where we have trust in the process. We have trust in a mom and her baby, and just as I'm here, I have trust in a human and their experience with psilocybin. And so I'm here to just hold space and allow that experience to happen. And if there's a situation and someone needs support, I'm 100% ready.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trained, I'm paying attention, I'm there for them. So, you know, it is a dance, I think, and it does require certainly some extra awareness. I do, but yeah, it's a beautiful, I feel so honored that I get to do this work.
Any other little tidbits that you'd like to share? I like that you were able to share about that experience that you had with the client. Is there any other kind of special things that you find that you often lean on, or have been happy that you've been able to bring to the work?
Yeah, you know, I mean, this work's so interesting because it also requires us as facilitators to continue on our own personal growth journey, which has been very big and deep over the last couple of years. And so, gosh, I honor each client who does their own work. Number one, to just come here. To just choose yourself is such an important step in life. And so I like my clients to know that you've just done something incredible by choosing yourself to be here. And I also learn from each client too. And I mindfulness, which Kathy and I share about a lot in a lot of our videos, is such an important part. And doing this work and helping others find mindfulness techniques that work for them has really helped me to deepen my own practice. And so that I'm able to grow too. So there is kind of this growth that's happening with all of us
simultaneously.
You know? Yeah. It's really lovely.
There is some energy of the psilocybin and just being around it. Often kind of we joke about getting a vicarious high, being in a room that we're not on, psilocybin. But there's an energy, and there's an energy of continuing to go inward. And I also just really appreciate the there's a wonder and a magic that a lot of people experience, not everybody, but a lot of us. And it's a wonder and magic that doesn't necessarily go away after the psilocybin wears off. And so I really like to inspire people to continue that feeling as we walk through life. I mean, it feels different and it feels better when we walk through life through the lens of wonder. And magic, and I like where it can have some different connotations. I love the word magic. So I think that we're all magic, that we're here. This earth is magic, hummingbirds are magic, it's all magic. And so I like to just also, invite people to pay attention to where there might be a little magical moment in their life, or a little synchronicity, or, Kathy and I, we love magic numbers because it's important. For me, I love a magic number, and what a magic number is when we see 11:11 on the clock, or 1:11, or 2:22, and we like to take a pause and have a moment of thanks. And
And it's not even really about those numbers, but the really important part is we're taking a moment.
Yeah,
and
we're taking
so
a moment. We did at 3:33.
We
today.
did right before this video to say thank you that we're here and that we get to do this work and that we get to be with each other. So just I'd like to remind people of some of those things.
The simple things.
Yeah, it's simple. It just takes a moment. I mean, my magic number blessing is very short, and it's kind of the same most days. It always includes blessings on the earth because it's part of what I like to do.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Heather, one of my favorite things about you is how you start a blessing, that you often offer a sweet blessing before consuming psilocybin. Do you mind sharing that blessing with us as we close the video?
Oh, sure. Have to get kind of, we like to center ourselves and just take a moment and have some nice deep breaths and really feel our body present here in the circle today. And give everyone a moment to just kind of feel into that. And today we invite in the medicine of the mushrooms for everyone's highest good and healing, and the highest good of all. And we honor those who've come before us, who've carried this medicine throughout humanity's history. And we honor the earth from which all things come.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your gifts and being part of our team over at Epic Healing Eugene, Radiant Heart Consulting. This is Heather Shelton, retired nurse.